Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla here on the PlayStation 5, the best place to play. You already know. In advance, like it up, subscribe, thumbs up, flex it out, whatever you guys do in all things justice. I always appreciate your guys' views, comments, likes, subscribes, whatever you guys can get me. And I do support back, whether you know it or not. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. Now, we are at part 17, and last time in part 16, for those of you guys who have watched it, if you didn't, that's okay. In part 16, we helped a newly elected and now King Oswald, who defeated Rued, or we defeated Rued, and we helped him become king. His great courage, his great heart, and compassionacy helped him get him to where he is, and he is in our favor as we helped him achieve his accolade and his famous deed of becoming king and having his people looked up at him. So, like I said, that part of East Anglia is taken care of, and now we're going to go report to Randvi and see what lies ahead next and what we got to do to continue on this story of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Man, it feels good to be a Viking, and I have to say, so far, this game, even though we're kind of getting a lot of Assassin's Creed games, and I feel like they should end the series, I feel like this one has been one of the better ones. Maybe mostly that's the Viking theme speaking, but other than that, I don't really feel like there's a problem, you know? I feel like we can still have a lot of good games, or maybe have a couple, one or two good ones to finish off the Assassin's Tale. If I was making the game, that's what I would do. But let's continue this. We're enjoying it. We're having fun with it. And we will go from there. So we got to report to Randvi. But one thing I want to do, I've kind of been stuck with the same horse for a while. And I want to see if there's any way I can change that, maybe. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet, I don't know. Thought there was supposed to be someone here. Huh. So this is with Rowan. You can acquire and manage your horses and ravens. Okay, well where's Rowan then? It's not really here right now. Alright, so maybe we're gonna come back another day? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's go report here.
Push me further, Holger, and I will make you eat that wretched hat of yours.
Oh, that's cool.
Holger, why all this shouting?
Here they are. Well, that explains why we
damn fine stable we have now.
couldn't do anything there.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what?
Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return
Fair
to your
enough.
homes in peace.
That's a damn fine stable we have now. Lord, look at it.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After
All right,
all, in
so-
some ways you helped in its creation.
That was a nice little judgment we had. We stopped that bickering. We're going to upgrade our skills, and we're going to finish reporting to Randvi. I kind of like where that went, though, which was kind of cool. We took a little bit of leadership and decided who would be in the wrong and who would be in the right. Like a, trial and jury. Brush with death. Dodging just before an attack grants you heightened senses, making others around you appear to move slower at a time. That would be nice. We just need to buy that next time, and we can use it. So that's cool. We got more quests. Reporting on East Anglia. Yes. Let us do that. Actually, what do we got over here first? Scribble from Randvi. It has been increasingly difficult to look across the lines table at Eivor and not think of what could be. I tell myself it is only Sigurd's absence, but the lie grows thinner, weaker by the day. That sounds really interesting. Yikes. She might like Eivor. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Right. So we got East Anglia. Easy.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
Yes, I'd heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
Alright, so next we are going to speak to Randvi here. Again. Because we need a new quest. Obviously, we are having the main quest of Ravensthorpe, but we need to clear out more alliances. So let's talk to her. Oh, and then, so we could show, okay, so actually there's two things. Show me the alliance map, or are you alright? So it seems to be like a side mission. Let's see what that's about.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
Let's go to Grantebridgeshire. Something's really bothering, and it's probably the affectionacy and everything, like the affection, like that she's not getting. All work, no play, etc. But everybody needs balance. Life is about balance. Hopefully this doesn't make her pissed off at us. We'll see. But then again, Sigurd does not come back enough to visit her. That's a problem. Let's just kind of see where this goes. Kind of entertaining, right?
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grantebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Oh, okay. So, I guess that settles that. We are gonna go to Grantebridgeshire.
We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us.
Eivor, have
Just
you seen Wallace?
Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the Longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
Nice little ride here we're taking her on. Hopefully it doesn't cause any conflict. That would be my bigger concern.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scout. This water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to. To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here. Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grantebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right, right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
Show me.
It's kind of nice to just see the views of this game, you know? They did a real good job. Looks real pretty on the PS5 and everything.
And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here, too.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Wood there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what
Happy
will
to
you
help.
Take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that will ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this.
Trying to be a hero now.
And it surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid.
That's probably not what we would have thought would happen by trying to get her out of her normal routine. But if she wants to do that, and if she
Bandits are
thinks...
camped on a river, he said. East of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magnian clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority.
Alright, so... a couple things going on here. We are gonna, probably end this here for now. I can probably take a guess at where this is going. It's not going to be good for Seaguard. And it is an optional mission, but it's kind of fun, You do things in these games that kind of are more entertainment rather than more similar lifelike decisions, I guess, if you're really not heading down that way. But neither here nor there. The point is, we're going to eliminate the bandits. Randvi is taken for granted. She's just supposed to help out with the alliances and everything like that. She's got no action. It's all kind of like you're the person sitting behind a desk, giving and dishing out and taking orders all the time. That's it. That's what we're trying to prevent her from right now, and that we're trying to show her like a good time, a day in the life, etc. Where that leads, we'll find out. But until next time, you guys have a good one. Peace out. We'll have part 18 coming up. Thank you guys for watching this part 17, I believe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. More coming up soon. Peace out.